you guys, so I'm back. So today we are going to start painting. I have finally picked out my paint color, and today is the day that we start painting. So I do have a bonnet on because I don't want to get paint in my hair. I have on just an old t-shirt and my favorite pants that you've seen me paint in. They got paint all over them. My pajama pants that I messed up a couple years ago, well, earlier this year. A couple years ago, yeah, but I painted in this a couple years. So these are my paint pants. Got a new t-shirt. Couldn't find my other one. I think I threw it away. So this is gonna be my new paint t-shirt, and like I said, I have the bonnet on to cover my hair. So I finally picked out the color for the walls. The colors that I'm going to paint all the walls in the common areas is going to be called flannel gray, and I got this from Style Casanova. Her name is Nadia here on YouTube. And I was looking for gray colors, and I had swatched like some colors over here because I thought about doing a two-tone situation, but it didn't really work out. I didn't really like how it looked, so I decided just to paint it all one color here in the den. I may revisit in the future, but right now it's just too big of a decision to make, and so I'm very happy with the decision I made. Hopefully it look good on the wall. I don't doubt it will, but you know, sometimes stuff doesn't always turn out the way you want it to, but we're just gonna pray it does today. Just gonna pray that it works right? So my mom is on the way. She said she'll be here about 9:30 or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and start clearing stuff out of the room. I'm not gonna cover anything up. I'm just gonna take my sofa out of here and move the TV around. Not really worried about the TV, not worried about the bookshelves because they're gonna get painted, not worried about the floor because the carpet in here is gonna be taken up. So the only thing I'm really worried about is my new sofa. Can't get paint on that. So we're gonna get to moving some things out of here, and then I have to rethink when I get ready to do the rest of the areas in the house, because you know the permanent floors are already down, so I would definitely have to protect those. So I'll probably have to go back and get like tape to tape down the plastic that I already have to make sure I don't get paint on the floor. But other than that, we're about to get started. Alright, you guys, so I cleared out the sofa so I won't have to cover it up. As y'all can see, this room is huge. The sofa makes it look smaller, but this is a really big den. I need to find out what the square footage of it is and put it in a master list for my house. But this is what the other colors that I was talking about look like in the daytime. Not really feeling it. They looking more beigey and gray. I think the gray is going to work really well because there's gray in those floors. Those floors right there are going to be the same ones in here. So I think gray or beige will go. So that's Revere Pewter. That's 50% of agreeable gray. That's the regular color of agreeable gray. But I'm going with flannel gray. So pray that it turns out like I like it. So we're going to get to painting a little bit. See what we feel. See how we feeling in this situation. See what we feeling in this situation. So we're gonna start painting over there first. So it's August 25th and it is currently almost 5 o'clock. And why do I want to start painting at almost 5 o'clock? Because your girl was tired from babysitting last night. Had to babysit my nieces and nephews. There was 2 in 1, okay? So they whooped my ass last night. But we had a great time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this second coat on this living room. Looking back at the footage of the living room when I was recording yesterday, now the grays are going to look dark and light and dark and light just based on this color gray. I finding looks different based on what the lighting looks like in here. So I try to get as much of the true color as I can, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. So the gray is light and dark. It just depends, you guys. I'm just not even going to try to keep explaining. But I love it. It looks really good. I think it's going to look really good with the white pop. Like when I paint the bookshelves white and when I get the trim white and when we get the new floor in here. So yeah, like I said, I bought 12 gallons for the whole house. So the whole house is going to be this color. I ain't taking no suggestions. I don't care. I already paid for it. So it's going to be this color and it's the color it's going to be. Okay? And when we get to decorating and get shit right, it should be A-okay. Okay? And if not, like I said, I'm not painting for another year. So next time I paint, I'm going to have to save up for the paint and somebody to do it because I ain't doing it. But it's growing on me. It's different. I think it's different because I'm used to having white. My whole house has been white, and then of course that floral print that I had in the kitchen. And I think just changing to different things for me brings me anxiety because I'm just that type of person. But once I get it in here and I get it done, I think it grows on me, and as I get things completed and look better, my anxiety level goes down. That's just the way I am. I often never regret anything that I do in my house. It always turns out how I envision it, so I just need to stop worrying and get to it, right? So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get to painting. paint is when you paint, it looks like there's streaks until everything completely dries, and then there's no streaks, but you always think that you did too heavy on one side and not heavy on the other. And then because the light in this room is so crazy, it looks like it streaks over there until you walk to it, and it's a mess. But y'all, I am tired as fuck, okay? And I ain't even done half of the room yet. Like, I just did this to right there. I still got all of that, all of this, and the whole other side of the room. Lucky this room doesn't have exactly 4 walls because the bookcases and stuff are over there. But like I said, this is the room I'm gonna do today, and I may do that one wall in the living room again and go ahead and put the second coat on that, so I'll be through with that one as well. And then we can move out into the dining room, finish the living room, take a break, you know, stuff like that. Let's get. Alright, you guys, so this is the final look at the room with the second coat. And so the next thing will be to get the white trim, the white bookshelves, mantle, and then that'll be it in this room. I might still do the white chair rails, not really sure. But this is what the second coat of the paint is looking like. Of course, it's not dry yet. It'll be dry tomorrow. It is going to be a gloomy day, so I won't be able to show you guys what the room will look like in the daytime. But of course, whenever I get you see there's still some little wet spots right there. Where you see the discoloration, it means it's still wet. And then this is my 3 windows that are in here. And this is what the cutouts look like in the archway. It looks so good. I'm so glad I decided to take down that trim and take out those bars. And I can't decide if I should do white shelves like at the bottom, or should I do a wood color shelf. I think I'm gonna do white since the trim is gonna be white, and I think that'll go really, really good. Or maybe do brown and like distress it with distressed white, something like that. That'll work too. So that's what it's looking like, you guys. So yeah, you guys, so that is the end of this painting vlog for the den, and of course that swatch that I did in the living room. But when I get ready to do the trim, I'll make sure I come back and record a video for that. It'll probably take a while for me to paint the trim, paint the bookshelves back there, paint the mantle, so that might be a whole video all in itself, depending on how long the footage is, which I believe the footage is probably long enough to make its own video. But yes, I don't know if that's going to be the next video or me painting another room in the house, not really sure. And also my renovation vlogs might be coming to an end because it's going to be time for me to start vlogging again. I only usually take about a month off or something from vlogging, a couple of weeks. And I think it's been a couple of weeks already, so I might, you know, be recording stuff in the background. But when I take another break from vlogging or whatever, the renovation videos, of course, will come back, and I will definitely probably have a lot of pre-recorded stuff because this is going to be an ongoing process, as you know. And so yeah, so thank you guys for sticking with me on this vlog for painting my den, and I will see you guys in the next renovation vlog. Bye.